everyone. Now we are proceeding further to our next topic, and which is major landforms. Major landforms. What are landforms? Landforms are the different types of land found in our country or found on the earth. Okay, so these different types of the lands are called landforms. Clear? And there are some processes that create different type of landforms on our earth's surface. And what are these processes? These are weathering and erosion. What is weathering? It means the breaking up of the rocks. That is called weathering. And second is erosion. Erosion means removal of the upper part of the land due to some natural factors like wind and rainfall. It means when the upper part of the earth crust that is removal away by natural factors. So that process is called erosion, or removal or removed away, or we can say that process, or the deposition, the upper part of the layer. What is deposition? Deposition means eroded material, whether it is soil or any other type of material, whether eroded material carried away by the natural factors. And natural factors here we can write wind, water, or we can write wind and rainfall. Okay, so eroded material carried away by the natural factors. It means when the wind is blowing, then obviously there will be some particles on the earth surface, and it will be blown away by the air or by the wind from one place to another place. Okay, so deposition, or when the eroded material that is deposited at another place, so that process is called deposition. Okay, deposition. So these are two processes by which we can say that these processes create different landforms on the earth surface. Yes, these create different landforms on the earth surface. Now we are going to talk about work of a river, mean how rivers create different landforms, how sea waves create different landforms, how the wind create landforms, and how the glaciers or the ice rivers, they create landforms. Now we are going to discuss about the work of a river. I hope till now this is clear to you all. Work of a river. It means how does a river create landforms. Okay, so basically when the river falls on very hard rock at a steep angle, it forms a waterfall. When the river falls at a very steep angle on a very hard rock, so it forms a waterfall. Okay, waterfall is jharna. And which is the highest waterfall in the world? That is Angel Falls of Venezuela, which is in South America. This is the highest waterfall in the world. And there are some other longer waterfalls, and these are Niagara and Victoria. Okay, these are also some important waterfalls which are found in our world. Okay, now we are talking about how does a river create landform. As the rivers enters the food plains, or we can say the plains, it twists and turns. It twists and turns into a large bends. Okay, it is twisting and turning, twisting and turning. Okay, so whenever they enter the plains, it twists and turns, and from the large bends, and these all are called meanders. Okay, these are called meanders. So these twists and turns, these are called meanders. Hope this is clear. These are called meanders. Yes, but due to the continuous erosion or depositing along to the bank of the rivers, so when the water is going on, then obviously some deposition of, or the carrying away of the soil, it will be carrying soil with it. Okay, so we can say due to continuous erosion and deposition along the side of the meanders, these all are meanders. Okay, the ending loops, they come so closer. Okay, why? Because they deposit those material which are carried away by them. They deposit those material here. So these materials are deposited with the loop of the meanders. Okay, and with the time, due to time, these meanders get closer to each other. Okay, they get closer to each other, and then a lake forms, and that is called Oxbow Lake. Okay, Oxbow Lakes, or we can say the Oxbow Lake. So these are called Oxbow Lake, and these are the deposit. These are the material, eroded material, which are deposited by the meanders, or which is deposited by the water of the river. Okay, and when river overflows, it leads to flooding. Then what will happen there? Then a disaster, that is called flood. Then it will lead to flood at those places. And if it is causing flood, then flood is also carrying some soil and material which is on the upper layer of the earth. So it will also be carrying away those eroded material. And flood also, that will be carrying material, then that will also deposit those particles. Na? If the water is depositing its particle or eroded particles, then if flood is occurring or flood is leading, then we can say the eroded material which are carried away by the flood. The flood will also deposit all these materials or these eroded material at a place. Okay, so they will also locate place, or they will also create a landform. So it is also meanders. The meanders also, when they got closer to each other, they formed Oxbow Lake. Okay, and they formed here floodplains. Okay, and they formed here floodplains. Now, as it floods, it deposits the layer of the soil along its bank. I told you, na, if it's leading to flooding, then what will happen? The eroded material that will be carried away by them, that will be deposited at the shore of the, or at the bank of the river. Okay, so this leads to formation of floodplains. Okay, these leads to formation of floodplains. Now we can say the raised banks are called levees. तो ये raised banks, जो भी यहाँ पर raised banks हो जाएंगे, यहाँ पर raised banks, because of the deposition of the eroded material, the raised bank on the bank of the river, they will be called levees. Okay, they will be called levees. And as the river approaches to sea, its speeds get decreased. Okay, the speed decreases at that time when it approaches the sea. And after that, river breaks up into so many streams, into so many smaller streams. Why? Because its speed is also very slow. Okay, its speed is also very slow, and it is carrying a heavy load of the eroded material, which is it having or carrying within the full way. Okay, from the way from where it is coming. So after that, river breaks up into many streams, and these old streams are called distributaries. Now there are two words like tributaries and next is distributaries. Distributaries mean when a river is coming and divided into many streams, so they are called distributaries. But when the water is coming from streams and it is including in one river only, suppose these distributaries are coming and it is meeting in a Ganga river or where something, so that will be called tributary. Okay, it means they are giving their tribute, or they are tributing, or they are giving their water in one water body. Okay, but in distributary, one river gets divided, to get break up into so many streams. So these streams are called that is distributaries. Yes, and each of the distributary has its mouth. ये माउथ यहाँ से शुरू होना, ये माउथ इसका, जहां जहां से ये फ्लो करती जाएगी, जहां तक फ्लो करेगी उसका माउथ वहां आगे आ जाएगा, जहां तक फ्लो करेगी फिर उसका माउथ वहां पर होगा. ओके, सो these are the mouth of distributaries. Okay, so basically what is delta? Delta is the place where, so this is like triangle. Okay, this is like triangle. So this is the place, delta is the place where the river breaks up into different into so many streams or distributaries, and then distributaries fell into the water body or into another water body or into sea. So that part is called delta. Okay, now collection of sediments from the mouth form a delta, and delta is a flat land which is made by the collection of sediments. Okay, so that part where the distributaries get blended into the sea. Okay, it means from where a delta is a flat land from where distributaries fell into the larger water body or fell into the sea. Okay, so these are called deltas. So this was about the work of a river. It means how does a river, or how is a river creating a landform surrounding itself. Okay, I told you how it is creating a landform. First of all, they created oxbow lakes, and then they created floodplains. Then it created levees, जो भी raised banks हैं, levees, and after that they went into the it created distributaries also. And if distributaries are there, then obviously the load carried by them, that is also getting distributed by them along the shores of the rivers. Okay, and after that from delta they are falling into the sea, into one sea. These all distributaries fell into one sea. Okay, so this was about how does a river create landforms. Now we are going to discuss about work of sea waves. Okay, which is work of sea waves. It means how do sea wave create landform. Okay, so work of sea waves, we can say that the erosion and deposition of sea waves give rise to coastal landforms. If the sea waves, it means water is there only. Yes, if the water is getting forth and back, mean आगे पीछे होना, it means when the sea waves are getting forth and back, like this they gonna forth and then back. Okay, then the eroded material by them, or the sand or the silt that is deposited, that they carry with themselves, then as they move forth, then they deposit that silt or that sand according to the shore of the sea. Okay, so we can say that the erosion and deposition of sea waves gives rise to coastal landforms. So first of all, sea waves strike at rocks. These are some rocks in sea. Okay, so these when sea waves they strike at these rocks, first of all they between them cracks developed. It means these rocks crack down. Okay, so as time goes, or due to time, we can say that these holes or these hollows they become larger and larger. जो भी cracks हैं, that cracks develop with the time, they become larger and larger as the sea waves get strike on these rocks again and again. So these cracks become larger and larger, and after that hollow like cave, this type of hollow, they become in the rocks in the sea, okay, because of sea waves. Then hollow like caves form, and these are called sea caves. These are called sea caves. As they become bigger and bigger, only the roof of the rock left, only the roof of the cave remain, and these hollows are called sea arcs. What is arc? Arc means a curved structure, okay, a curved structure. So it will be called sea arcs because of as the time passes and as they become bigger and bigger, only the roof of that rock remains, and it gets empty from this side, or the rock which was there, it was eroded by the sea waves, okay. Then only the roof of the rock left, and so these forms, these type of shapes are called sea arcs, okay, mean a curved structure. Then we can say that after some time rocks get broken and only a wall left. The rocks get broken and only this wall left at last. Whether we can say whether they can divide it at this side or whether they can divide it at in which shape, okay. It means they are breaking down with the passage of the time, and after that at last rocks get broken and only a wall left, and these are called stacks, So we can say hollow like caves are called sea caves, but as these caves become larger and larger and larger, only the roof of the left and the empty space, that is called sea arcs, okay. And after some time the rocks get broken and only a wall left, and these are called stacks in the sea, So we can say that the sea waves deposit the sediments along the shores, form beaches. Yes, if anyone of you has gone Goa, if you have gone to beaches, or whether you have not gone to beaches, it's okay, but you should be aware how these beaches form. They have formed because of the deposited sediments. What are the sediments carried by the sea waves? These are sand and silt, and when they are carried away with them, and at the time when they move forth, then they replace or they deposit all these material at that place. It means at the shore of the sea, okay. So these places near the sea, they are called beaches, okay. So this was about work of sea waves. Now we are coming to the topic work of ice. Work of ice mean how does ice create a landform, okay. So basically ice means the rivers of ice, these are called glaciers, and the rivers are originated from the glacier like Ganga and Jamuna. Ganga has originated from Gangotri glacier and Jamuna has originated from Jamunotri glacier, okay. So basically what are glaciers? Glaciers are the rivers of ice, So we can say as the ice melts because of the heat, or because when the temperature gets high, it means the heat is getting higher, then what will happen? As the ice melts, they get filled up with the lakes, with the beautiful lakes, or with the water, and then they become lakes. It means they are creating a landform, or we can say that they are creating lakes. And what is creating lake? That is ice, okay. As the ice melts, the water get filled up, or we can say that those rivers get filled with the water and becomes beautiful lakes, and material which are carried away by the material which are carried away by the glaciers, such as rocks, whether they are big or whether they are small, and sand and silt, then they are get deposited to another places. I told you in rivers that if they are flowing, they are turning and twisting, then they are which material, eroded material that they are carrying with themselves, they are removing them or they are depositing at their banks. Yes, so these these rivers also, the rivers of ice, when they get melted or they become the water or they become the lakes, then also the substances or the materials carried by them, they eroded those materials or they deposit that material along their banks. Okay, because of that, and these deposited where they deposit this, so these deposit form glacial moraines. Glacial, they are called glacial moraines, material carried away by a mass of ice, that is called glacial moraines, and which is deposited at the place. Clear? So this was about which is about work of ice, and now we are going to talking about work of wind. Work of wind. Work of wind. Okay, so work of wind, where, how does wind create landforms? So if wind is working, it means it will be removing the upper layer of the soil. Obviously it will remove the upper layer of the soil or the sand. So we will be talking about the sand which is in the desert, because desert are the large bodies of sand. Clear? So what is the work of wind? What is the main agent of erosion? What is the main agent of erosion is in deserts? That is wind. Okay, as the wind blows, the material or the sand that is carried away with the wind, and as the wind stops, at the wind stop blowing, then the soil which is or the sand which is carried away by the wind, that falls on that place. Okay, and they make small hills of the sand, and when they drop at a sand, and when they fall on a place on the then they became low hills or the small hills of the sand, and these type of small hills or the low hills are called sand dunes. They are called sand dunes. There in the desert you will ever see that mushroom type rocks are found in the deserts. This is the mushroom shape. Okay, and which part, whether it is about mushroom rock and whether it is about the tree, the eroded part, we can say that the part which is at the lower part will be eroded most. Okay, so this will be the most eroded part and this will be the least eroded part. So in the mushroom rocks, lower part will be the most eroded part than the upper part. Okay, so the sand with fine grains, they can be carried along, they can be carried for over long distances rather than other soil. So fine grain sand with the fine grains, they can be carried away long distances in the desert. What is desert? Desert is a large area of sand that has scanty rainfall. Scanty means little rainfall. Okay, and when such sand is deposited, mean what type of sand? Sand with fine grains, when it is deposited at one place, when they are deposited to large area, then these large areas are called loess. Okay, so they are called loess. The large areas where the fine particles of the sand are deposited, so the areas formed by these are called loess. Okay, and the large deposits of this type of sand, they are found in China. So basically these all were the topics we have discussed about our chapter our changing earth. Our changing earth mean how is volcanic eruption occurring, or how is earthquake or disasters are occurring, and what type of major landforms are created by different bodies, like how does a river, how does wind, how does sea waves, and how does the ice create landforms. So this was all about our this topic. Our topic is clear. So these all were the changes on the earth. Hope this topic is clear to you all. Now I'm giving you some questions at the end of the video. You have to write the answers in your classwork notebook, or you can make your notes as well and send it in your classwork notebook. Send it in your classwork group. Hope this topic is clear to you all. See you in the next video. Take care. Have a nice day. Bye bye. Stay safe at your homes. Okay, be at your homes and stay home, stay safe. Take care. Bye.